Hello and welcome to a cloudy day in Bowling Green, Ohio. My name is Stephen Jenkins. I am joined by an awesome co-commentator who I'll introduce in just one moment. But first, let me say welcome to the 2018-19 Bowling Green State University men's soccer season. We are excited to be here playing Northern Kentucky University at Cochrane Stadium. And I'll just tell you, I am joined by Joe Sullivan, who's going to be my partner in the booth. And let me tell you a little bit about Joe Sullivan. Played at Bowling Green State University last season, 16-17.
Yes, sir.
And let me just hit you with some stats. 50 points on 17 goals and 16 assists. 8 of his 17 goals were game winners, tying him for 5th in school history. BG was 12-2-1 in matches where he scored a goal, and 23-1 where he had at least 1 point. And this is just Cal Ripken-esque. Saw action in 77 of BG's 78 contests during his 4 years with the program. Joe, welcome. I'm so hyped to be presenting and commentating with you. It's going to be like cheating having you in the booth. I just talked to Coach, and I said it's going to be like cheating having you up here.
Stephen, thank you so much for the really kind words and nice introduction. You know, I'm just excited to be up here with you. It's a beautiful night for a game. First game of the year. It just really doesn't get much better than this. I'm really excited to see how the team plays tonight. They've started off hot in previous seasons in the opening match, and we always seem to schedule the first one at home, so it's going to be exciting to watch.
It has, and you know what? We have some stats, and we don't want to jinx it, but let's just talk about this. Going back to 2011, we have not lost a home opening match.
Yeah, it's cool, and if you look at some of those teams that you beat a nationally ranked number 9 Michigan in that stretch. SIUE in 2015 was also nationally ranked at the time.
And that's a 3-1
That's a 3-1
win.
Yeah. If you look at all the opening games, it's really exciting to see just how many goals we score.
Absolutely.
How few we give up is the more important thing.
And we're going to talk later about how aggressively Coach Nichols schedules, because he might be the most aggressive scheduler. The teams that he lines up, you know, I imagine when his players see the schedule, they think, what are you doing? But I think it's a commitment to excellence. That he wants this team to be playing the best and to be the best.
I think it's just a testament to Eric and the staff and the team as a whole, just in the fact that they play so many good teams.
Absolutely.
Because you want to be playing your best soccer come November. And so playing the best schedule and the toughest schedule will help you get there. So it'll be exciting to see. Like you said, we have pretty much the same schedule year over year as last year. We added a couple really tough teams, Penn State being one of them, coming up on Tuesday. So like you said, the tough schedule.
Notre Dame,
it's tough, but it's worth it in the end.
Absolutely.
And it shows what we're made of.
Absolutely.
So it'll be exciting to see.
Yeah, and don't worry if you can't quite hear the announcer introductions. We'll run you through the team here over the course of the game. We got some new faces. We got some returning faces. I've heard you might have a brother on the field.
I do. I think he's starting tonight, so he's number 22, Chris Sullivan.
No, you got to give a partial analysis in the booth on your brother. You know, if he's looking great, you got to say that. If he's not looking so good, you know, we got to be fair.
I'll tell you one thing right off the bat. He's by far the better Sullivan of the two.
Okay, well
he's a much better player than I was.
That's a very gracious comment. I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Excited to see how the whole team plays tonight.
Absolutely.
It'll be fun.
Absolutely.
Looks like they're getting ready for the national anthem.
Yep. All right, folks, and so it begins another season of wonderful we're going to call it soccer. I just decided we're not going to call it football. I'm just kidding. Some people, would want us to. But this is we're in the United States. You just heard the national anthem.
We'll call it
soccer.
We'll call it soccer for tonight.
Yeah.
So we got Northern Kentucky in the black, and I believe BG is going with the full white kit tonight.
Yep.
Looks like both teams are going to have one final word with one another before we kick off action here in a second.
And Joe, what are we hearing in this talk? Is it a hype-up talk? Is it strategy? What are we going to get?
I think this is more of a hype-up talk, probably first game of the year. I think the boys are just excited to not be kicking one another.
Yeah.
This is finally they get to. They've been
some other guys.
Yeah, they've been going through 2 weeks of really grueling preseason and whatnot. So they're excited to finally be playing somebody in a regular season match.
Absolutely.
Somebody other than themselves. So it'll be fun to watch. I know they're all excited.
Now, speaking of kicking these guys, I got to say, you and I were chatting a little bit before the game. They have some extremely tall players on this team, some big guys. I mean, we were looking out here, and not that really correlates with being a great soccer player. Maybe on a set piece it's an advantage. But they've got some let me just hit you with some heights here, Northern Kentucky. And these are not their goalkeepers. 6'2", 6'4", 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", 6'1", 6'1", 6'1". But you lose a little speed and maneuverability when you're that tall.
Yeah, I think if you look just from the top of the booth, if you look at the size, it looks like they're a lot taller than us.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun to see, are they athletes or are they soccer players?
Right,
yeah. We'll find out in the next 90 minutes.
And I spoke with head coach Stu Riddle, who was gracious enough to spend some time chatting before the game. And I asked him if there was a strategy they were committed to. He said they were going to try to play out of the back more this year, which is something that they could not do so much last year. They had a lot of freshmen and needed to kind of, quote-unquote, get it in the mix here over the top. And I can already tell you from having worked with Coach Nichols over the last few years on this, he does not have a strategy other than go win the game.
Yeah.
He's not into that. He said we're going to play however we need to win. And so kind of two slightly different strategies.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be fun to watch.
BG in the gleaming white.
Good read there by Ebby.
Yeah, and the attack is already coming in fast and furious from Northern Kentucky. BG in possession. And that's a name we're going to say a lot this season because Chris Brennan is just a bulldog.
He is all over the field at all times. Really fun player to watch.
Yeah.
Puts his head down and will run through anybody on the field.
Talk about a low center of gravity, but pure strength. You can't, once he gets on the ball, he's hard to get off. And
he's just looking for that one chance tonight. You know, that one ball that falls to him, he normally puts away. So he's just looking for that one break tonight.
And I'm going to throw out a name. I talked about him a lot last season because I really loved watching him as a player. I see a little Pat Flynn in him, right? That just strong on the ball. A little Wayne Rooney. He's strong on the ball. It's almost like he's got a force field around him. You can't take the ball off.
Absolutely. And Pat and Chris are the same. Same makeup player-wise because, like I said, they're just looking for that one opportunity. Oh, offside call.
Yeah.
Good opportunity though.
Mo already in the mix.
I think that's going to be a common trend this season. You know, we got some really good big athletes that can jump and win headers and. He's dangerous. Mo scored a pretty decent amount of goals in his collegiate career.
He absolutely has, and I will tell you, we'll talk. We'll get into last season. We'll get there, but I will tell you, you could feel something when he went out for those 3 or 4 games that he was out. We lost something in the back, and we lost some goals, I think.
Yeah, we just lost a lot with Mo. You know, he is just a really good player.
Leadership.
And a centerpiece of the team. You know, especially defensively wise. Good move there by Tate Robertson.
Going to be saying his name a lot. Almost nobody better. I would say on the gym as far as a penetrating dribbler from one of the wings, he might be our pure best.
Absolutely, he's just looking to get the ball, run at people, and make plays. Right there, you just saw that pass from Ashiel.
Yes, I was hoping you would introduce him.
So Ashiel is an interesting story because he's had a struggle to get here. He's from France.
Okay, Ashiel.
Ashiel.
We're probably saying it wrong. Ashiel Robin. Ashiel Robin. I don't know. We'll ask him.
I gotta work on my French. Before
Absolutely, yeah.
I guess he can teach us a little bit.
Yeah.
But he flew in about a week ago, I want to say.
Yeah.
He had some trouble just with his visa getting over here, my brother was saying, and so the team's really excited, and obviously he's a really good player because he's already starting.
Absolutely. And he if I understand, he Ubered to the stadium, during a game. I was here. It was a preseason game, and he went and sat on the bench. That's dedication.
That is.
Didn't unpack his bags. He just jumped in.
23-hour flight. He said he'd been up for over 24 hours.
That's wild. Just wanted to meet the boys.
Just wanted to meet the guys.
Yeah.
Brought his luggage and his street clothes and just sat right down on the bench.
That's like the making of a movie or something.
Absolutely.
You know?
And a week later, he's starting and scored in the first preseason
game
he played in.
So this is gonna, I believe. Okay, throw-in. I thought we might have a corner, and it's going to be interesting to see how the Falcons defend against set pieces with this team, Northern Kentucky, that looks to be significantly taller in set pieces.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like they were going to set up for a long throw. Pretty good ball in there, but good win by Zach Bisher. Ball falls to Chris Sullivan. Finds Tate out there wide, and like we said, there's Tate. Loves to run at people. Make one guy miss. Falcons are off to the races.
Chris looking to run with him.
So I think this is going to be a common trend you see this year. The ball goes out kind of near the sideline where we're attacking. We're going to set up and probably set up for a long. This might be a little out of
I'll tell
range.
you, that exactly where they're throwing the ball in now. In the last preseason game, we had something like 4 throw-ins in a row from that exact spot. It was bizarre. And I think it's the way we attack up that side that we end up with a lot of balls there.
Absolutely, and Tate can really throw these in. And when you got, he's probably looking for Mo's head here.
Yep.
And Mo's going to try to flick it on.
Yep.
Oh, they play
take it short. Maybe he ships it here though. A little different strategy there.
Nice little back heel there by Chris. Or by Tate. Good ball by Tate.
Good ball. Oh, Abby.
Good chance though. BG on the.
Good chance, and he connected solid with it. Yep.
That's what you want to see. You know, first game of the season. You want to get the nerves out. You want to make sure the boys are coming out strong, and it looks so far pretty even game. But BG had a couple chances early.
Yep. Make some chances. Coach is not worried about possession at all. He doesn't feel like the team needs to have a lot of the ball to win games. He just wants players to make good passes and to win. So I'm sure a lot of soccer purists kind of scoff at that, but Coach Nichols knows exactly what he has on the pitch and his players. Trusts them to make good decisions. And, I mean, he's got a fantastic staff, right? And so they have done – they understand where their goals come from, right? And a lot of them come on the counter. They come against the run of play. And that just shows you all the thought that's going in, you know, to how we play.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, like you said, they play a kind of counterattacking style.
Yep.
But like you mentioned, they're playing to win.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter, like, how pretty the goals come
or
how it looks. A win's a win regardless.
Yep.
This team will be interesting to watch this year, just in the fact that they have some really good players. So I'm expecting them to play a little bit more than they have in years past.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe a little more through the middle, connecting passes.
Yeah, not as many long balls over the top.
Yeah.
And I think Chris Brennan would appreciate that a little more. He's
Exactly.
Not running down as much.
Yep, yep.
Good ball there by Zach.
You know, I'll say I'm excited for the women's BGSU women's soccer season to start as well. And talk about long balls over the top. If you watch Skylar Fleek at all, she would take a ball over the top every time and score. It was amazing. It was very Newcastle in the 80s. But it worked, right? It worked for that team. So
goal's a goal.
Yeah, we love our women's soccer team as well, and are really excited to see them.
And they got off to a good start today. I saw on Twitter they won 3-0.
Okay, great. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Awesome.
Excited to see them open up their regular season at home and start off with a nice 3-0 victory.
Yep.
Hopefully the boys can
conjure
something up similar. Good move there by Zach Bisher.
And you said you really like Bisher. What do you like about him?
Just how he plays. He plays simple.
Yeah.
He gets the ball. He'll make somebody miss, but then he always seems to just find that pass to somebody's feet, which is what you want out of a center defensive mid.
Yep.
This is where you'll notice BG looks to be in a little bit better shape than Northern Kentucky.
Yep.
You notice we lost that ball and they just flew back. They got numbers.
Yep.
It looks like they got 9 behind the ball right away.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
It's going to be tough to score if you get that quick.
Right.
It's going to be tough for Northern Kentucky to break through that on a counterattack when you're bringing that many people back so fast.
Another attribute that Coach looks for is he's looking for grinders, right? And over the last few years, and I think you played with him, my favorite grinder is Brad Maycomer. And I said his name more than almost anyone else's. He didn't score a lot, but he was all over the pitch.
Yeah, wherever the ball's at.
Wherever the ball's at, he was there. And he just worked harder.
He's a big. I was talking with the team, and they were mentioning, he's a big piece that they're going to miss from last year.
Absolutely.
Just in the fact that, like you said, he's not scoring goals or assisting goals, but he's so consistent of a player. So.
Absolutely, you can trust him. Coach can trust him.
And I think there's players now that are going to fill in that role.
Absolutely, yeah.
A couple to name would be Peter Pugliese
and
Tate playing out wide.
Peter Pugliese had a great offseason this summer, too. I follow the BGSU men's soccer Twitter.
Another good
Ebby sends one over, yeah.
I don't know what the ref's bringing that back for a foul. I didn't really see the foul, but it seems to be a common trend. They're getting the ball out wide, whipping it in.
Yep.
And you got your people that can get up and win a header.
Yep.
You see Mo, Ebby, they're winning them.
We should talk about the freshmen, too. There's some interesting freshmen. I have watched Mitchell Hughes play a lot. In the preseason, I thought he looked really good. Maybe kind of a grinder, I would say. Ball winner through the middle. And then we'd be remiss if we didn't say that Cale Nichols, Coach's son, is on the team, and excited to see what he can do. If I know Coach Nichols like I know him and like you know him, he will get no breaks.
Yeah, he's probably
gonna fight for every minute he ever plays.
Absolutely.
So there's no nepotism there, and I have it through reliable sources that Coach, as crazy as it sounds, was really not involved with scouting him or any of that. He was completely detached from the process and let his coaches do that. Yeah, and he really trusts his coaches. So.
And to be honest, I watched the Notre Dame game, and Cale absolutely fits in this program.
Absolutely.
He's a very good player. He's playing right center back in that game.
Yep.
And he's gonna. It's not the coach's typical coach's son making the team.
No, not at all.
He has absolutely earned his spot.
Absolutely.
It'll be fun to watch his growth here.
It will. It will.
I gotta say, BG looks like so far into this game. So far, it looks like we have our foot on the gas a little bit more.
It does. It does.
Good win there by Ashiel.
Mo on cleanup. Wins the ball nicely.
Good find out to Peter Pugliese.
Yep, little dummy to clear it.
Looks like BG's trying to play a little bit more soccer.
Yeah.
Past years they might have just put their foot on it. And
cleared it, yep.
Lived to fight another day, but a little build out of the back there, so hopefully that continues.
Yep. Oh, it's more Northern Kentucky that's trying to go over the top, really, I guess.
Defended well there by Peter.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Just filter.
And good win there by Ebby as well.
Yep. He is a ball winner, and I think that's a big reason why he's always going to be one of the first names on the sheet. He wins the ball back.
All the time.
Yep.
Okay.
And here, again, we're slow the game down instead of putting our foot on it and just clearing it.
Yep.
Looking to play a little bit more feet. It's fun to watch.
How would you? I know this isn't FIFA. I know that it's more fluid than that. But if you had to describe,
looks like Tate has an overrun.
Yep, and he loves those little flicks.
Good cutback. Oh.
Almost dribbled in.
Wow.
That was a nice exchange there. Tate with a little back heel.
Good overlap run there by Chris Sullivan. Really good connection out of those two.
Yeah. I was just going to ask, I know it's not FIFA, but if you had to describe the shape, what would you say BG played in when you were there? What do you see today?
Keeping the same formation, it looks like. It's kind of a hybrid formation. Right now, defensively, it looks more like 5 in the back.
Yep.
In the 2 wingers.
With wing backs?
Yeah. And it's kind of the same. There's definitely setting up the same. They're playing with 3 center backs.
Yeah.
But look in the game, when we have the ball, you'll notice our wing backs get really high up the field.
Yep.
So it's more 5 in the back defensively, but attacking we leave 3.
Yep. That seems to be a popular shape, even at higher levels as well. And I think it's all about your personnel, right? It's coach knows who he has, and
I think it'll be interesting to watch this game too, because we have a lot of people that can play the wingback position.
Yeah.
There's a lot of depth there.
Yep.
And those people run more.
A lot. Yeah.
More than most people on the field. So look to see those people get swapped a lot in this game.
And wingbacks need to be able to do a lot, don't they? They need to be able to defend, and they also need to be able to cross if they're taking the ball, right?
They got to be up and down all day.
They're offensive-minded, defensive. You're asking them to do a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And is that the basic shape that you held as a team when you were?
Yeah, ever since about 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
BG's been playing that shape.
Yep. Okay.
The thinking is, you know, you get 5 in the back, you probably aren't going to give up too many goals.
Yep.
And then you're just hoping to sneak a couple in.
And it seems to be working. Last season we were the last D1 team to give up a goal. Amazing.
Right.
Amazing.
And a lot of that is you got to tip your cap to Anthony Mwembia.
Absolutely.
Arguably one of, if not the best goalies in the country.
Absolutely. I completely agree, and I joke with him all the time. I expect him to get a France call-up at some point and some level.
It would have been nice it would have been nice if it was this summer for him.
Yeah, exactly. But he's phenomenal. It's been a pleasure to watch him during his time here. He's a field general. I will say this. I always say this about Anthony. He will give you a heart attack sometime because he's resolute. When he decides he's going to do something, he commits which you have to as a goalie.
Absolutely.
So when he comes out for the ball, he's coming all the way out, and he'll put your heart in your throat sometimes, but very rarely makes a mistake.
Yes.
And you can see him now. He's organizing his defense. He's a real leader on the pitch.
And it's funny, too, because when he came in as a freshman, he spoke almost zero English.
Yeah, no,
he knew probably goalie and ball were the 2 words he knew. So it's been fun to see him develop.
Yeah.
You know, you see him like barking at people, ordering them around.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, he was one of the few people when he stepped in as a freshman that you're like, this kid is absolutely going to start for us in his first game.
Yep.
He's that type of special talent.
Yeah, he's got a little sweeper keeper in him too.
Not afraid to come out. Not afraid to come out.
No.
But like you mentioned, you want that out.
Yeah.
You'd rather have somebody more aggressive than less aggressive, in my opinion.
And I think it's something that you just, I don't know if you're born with it, but it's that ability to make a split-second decision and then commit, and he can do it.
Absolutely.
So it's 0-0. We've got a tie game so far. Bowling Green State University Falcons versus Northern Kentucky. It's a balmy day. It's kind of a nice day. If it doesn't rain, this feels like great soccer weather. It's not too windy. There's no sun. It's temperature is very pleasant. And Northern Kentucky scores.
Number 9, Alex Willis.
Yeah, we were going to get to him sooner or later.
They got it out wide.
Yeah.
Flicked it on, and that's a goal scorer.
Found the corner.
You know, he's in the right place at the right time.
And the angle was just right. He really cannot fault Anthony there. That was a sharp angle for him to cover.
Yeah, absolutely nothing you can do from there.
Yeah.
And that was one of the players that were highlighted at the beginning.
We were told he was very good.
Alex Willis,
He played for Charlton's U18 team in England, and supposedly Everton was scouting him last year. So if you're going to give up a goal, I suppose it's probably the guy you want to give it up to. But Falcons now down 1-0. This team tends to rebound fairly quickly. There's not a lot of moping around. It's almost like they respond positively to being scored on.
Absolutely. And you know, the best, you obviously don't want to give up a goal, but if you are going to give up one, you want it to be early.
Yep.
So we've got a lot of game left.
Yep.
It'll be fun to see how BG responds. Good, right off the bat. Oh,
here we go.
False to Charlie. Good. He tried.
Charlie.
You saw what he was trying to do.
Yep.
He was trying to cut it to Tate instead of hit it.
Yep. I kind of would have liked him to see maybe not take a touch and just rip it.
Yeah,
but
swing at it.
He knew how the ball was spinning. He had a good feel being right there. Yep.
No, I like the idea. Unselfish play out of Charlie. Trying to find Tate.
Yep.
But like we mentioned, you know, BG gives up that early goal.
Yep.
10 seconds later, we're knocking on the door. So
exactly.
Good response. You know, we just got to make sure we carry that through.
Yep. And that goal happened so fast, you'll have to excuse us. I think it was off a quick throw-in.
It was.
That maybe went right to someone's foot, and then I don't know if it was a full volley, but it was just very bang in the back of the net.
Yeah,
so
quick turn.
There was not a lot of time to set feet or really have any kind of shape.
Right. Abby looking to find Tate on the wing. Tate doing what Tate does best, take people on. Lost it down there. Let's see if they can keep it in.
Zach Bisher outside of the boot. That was a beautiful pass to find Brennan.
Good touch there by Tate Robertson.
Yep. Northern Kentucky kind of allowing the Falcons to have the ball a little bit. They're keeping their shape. We'll see if we can open them up here.
And this is what I was alluding to earlier in the cast. If you look, our wingbacks are so high up the field.
Oh, yeah.
Peter Puglisi, who's playing right back technically on paper, sitting inside the penalty area.
Right.
And this is where BG was really dangerous in the past couple of years on corners, set pieces.
Yep.
Tate Robertson can deliver a really good ball.
He can put some whip on it. Yeah.
And when you got, like we mentioned, ball winners like Mo and Ebby to just kind of get up and win the ball.
Yep. I will say Northern Kentucky looks awfully tall there, but look for Mo to get ahead on it.
Great ball.
Great ball in.
Good punch there by the goalie.
Fantastic clearance. Jim Barkey.
Ball falls here to Chris Sullivan. Goes out wide. Here's Mo. Kind of unusual for him to be taking people on.
Yep.
Good ball there.
Great ball.
Ebby
goes up against two guys who are
keeps it in.
Yeah, and keeps the ball. A little Ronaldo step over there.
Good run there by Vinny. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, good idea. So like you said, the Falcons responding well on the attack, not letting an early goal get them down, change the way they play.
Yeah, good response so far. Lot of game left.
Lot of game, yep.
No sense pouring numbers forward at this point.
No.
I think the game plan is still the game plan.
Yeah.
Throw in here for Bowling Green.
Now, did you play with Charlie?
I did play with
for
Charlie.
a year.
Very good player. Very
Absolutely.
technical on the ball.
He is.
It's just another one of those people that's going to just get the ball. He's reliable. He's going to find feet.
He kind of channels through that middle too.
And he's a workhorse too.
Yeah.
You see him?
Yep.
Ball goes out for a goal kick.
And Anthony's distribution is phenomenal as well. He does a great job of advancing the ball.
He's just looking to find Chris Brennan's head here.
Yep.
And have Brennan just go
bring it down.
Flick it on, yeah.
Yep. Outside of the boot from Mo.
Ball finds its way all the way back to Anthony Wambia.
And like you said, it's a big ask of Oshel to come in right into this side. Offside's called, to come into this side and perform at a high level right away at home versus a great team.
In front of a big crowd too.
Big crowd, home opener. Yeah,
people are struggling to find seats here,
which
is always a good sign.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think if you notice, the Shield's been winning balls.
It's been solid.
Game.
Yep.
He's a good player. He's tall.
He is tall.
Yet another tall French center back for Bowling Green. Keeps the tradition. Obviously after
Alexis Swahi
turned pro last year.
Yep.
For Louisville City this year.
Yep.
And having a good year for them too.
Really? Okay, I haven't followed.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's nice to see the French center back connection continue.
It's cool. The French center back connection. I like that little Gene Hackman reference there. Yeah, I am a big Sporting Kansas City fan and was so excited when Ryan James that was drafted in the Super Draft.
Yep.
Is what it's called. That was cool.
Good ball there by Tate. Falls here.
Yep.
Looks like Chris Sullivan gonna have a hit.
All right.
Puts high. I like it though.
All right, Chris.
BG putting some shots,
Yep. If you get something on goal, maybe you get a deflection or something like that.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's kind of just taking on the half out. A lot of spin on it.
Yeah.
It's one of those that you don't have a choice. You have to take it
do
one
something
time.
with it. Yeah.
If you take a touch, you're going to get flattered by somebody.
Yeah. Yep.
There goes a Shield up for another header.
There you go.
Yep. I think those are just good confidence boosters for a freshman to step in. You know,
Yep.
Put his head through one.
Yep.
Oh, good ball there. Good idea there by Northern Kentucky's number 21.
That was kind of a splitting pass.
Yeah, Felix Kamara. Ball goes out for another Bowling Green throw.
And, you know, when I talked to Stu Riddle, Northern Kentucky's coach, I asked him, what do you know about this Bowling Green team? He said, not a lot. So I think he's going to be pretty happy with 22 minutes left in the first half to be up a goal away at Bowling Green, who he knows to be a good team, but doesn't know a lot about the team.
And Northern Kentucky, credit to them, they've stepped in and handled it pretty well.
Yeah, they have.
They got their early goal, which is exactly what you want to do as an away team.
Yep, not making a lot of mistakes.
Yep. Very evenly matched game tonight.
Yep.
Here's another set piece opportunity. Tate's going to take the long throw, Tate Robertson.
Yep.
Just looking to find somebody's head to flick it on.
Finds Ebby. Yep. And boy, Ebby is so strong when he goes up for those.
I know, it's tough for a ref to know that. You know, Ebby's probably not pushing somebody out of the way.
He's just
it's
strong.
It's a man against boys out there when it comes to Ebby.
Yeah, it is.
So we just got to work on making sure the refs realize that.
Yep. See Zach Mason in the corner running some warm-ups. Let's just review the staff this year. We've got Coach Eric Nichols. It's his 10th season on the job. Zach Mason, 3rd season. Sean Teppen, 1st season. Volunteer assistant coach Oliver Harris, 1st season. Student director of soccer operations Kyle Milner. Student manager Jared Graham. Athletic training Tyler Kretschmar. And strength and conditioning is Allison Papafus. First year. So
when I hear all those names, a lot of new names this year on the staff, which is exciting. You know, we're bringing in a little new style, some new viewpoints.
Yep, and I know Coach Nichols would say it's not just Coach and Zach that are this team responsible for this team's success. It's everybody. It's
absolutely.
It's everybody who's involved with making game day a success. The practice is a success. Strength and conditioning. It's every little detail. So we want to thank them, and we're excited that these new faces are a part of BG men's soccer.
Yeah, and just somebody I want to highlight that probably doesn't get enough credit on that list. Trying to find him. Kyle Milner.
Yeah.
You know, he does such a good job with all of the social media.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I didn't realize he was running that, so that's great.
And a lot of the people here, I would argue, are here because of how good of a job he does of making people aware.
Yep.
That there's a game tonight.
Yep. And we want to thank everybody listening. You know, I think Joe and I will talk about this. Maybe we'll make a custom Twitter just for this broadcast. We can take questions live via Twitter or something like that. I think that'd be cool. In the time I've spent doing this, I haven't. Great ball to Brennan.
Ref, thank you.
Okay, we're going to have a free kick here.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. We got right into the action. Yeah.
Really dangerous position here.
Yep.
It's going to be either. It looks like Chris Brennan took the ball. He's putting it down.
And he can get it up and down.
Absolutely. Him and Tate, those are two really good players to have on the ball.
They might be talking about it here. Who's going to take it?
It looks like we have Tate Robertson, Chris Brennan, and then Chris Sullivan on the ball.
Yeah. Yep.
And this is a really dangerous spot.
Now
kind of the perfect.
Is this where he might pull seniority, Tate, and say, "Hey, I'm the senior. I'll take it"? Is that how it works on the team? Who makes that final decision?
I think it's kind of just goes down to who's really feeling it tonight.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times in the warm up they'll kind of talk and be like, you know, I got it tonight. Or Chris will go, you know, Tate, this looks like your range. So
yep. It looks like Tate. Nope.
Chris Brennan.
Oh boy, he did get it up and down. He was maybe 4 inches, 6 inches too high.
I like that. BG knocking on the door.
Yep.
Ever since the goal, you know, it's been a positive response.
Absolutely.
We got our first sub of the game.
We do.
Number 20, Jensen Lacasco.
Lacasco.
So a new freshman.
Haven't seen him play a lot.
Story on him is last year he won the Crew Academy Player of the Year.
Wow.
So
and BG has enjoyed Bowling Green University has enjoyed a great relationship with that Crew Academy program over the years.
A lot of really good players left, and I think we got a really special one in Jensen this year.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if, as commentators, we're allowed to take official positions, but I certainly hope they save the Crew. They're not my team, but Anthony with a phenomenal diving punch save. It seemed like the right decision. If you tried to put hands on it, it may have slipped out, and there was an attacker right there. So punch saves are always a little scary, but in that case, it seemed like a great decision.
I agree.
Yeah.
And Jensen, you know, being a freshman, first home game, first regular season game, you're going to be looking at him to just try to get on the ball early.
Yep.
Get a couple just short
good
passes,
feels.
Just quick passes, quick touches.
Yep.
And then kind of build into the game,
build
get
into
some
the
confidence
game.
as he goes.
As he builds kind of chemistry with his teammates.
And he took out Charlie Macheski, so credit to Charlie.
Yep.
He was up and down the field.
Absolutely.
I think you'll see that duo, that tandem of those two
kind of a pairing.
Center defensive mids kind of switching a lot this year.
Yep.
Just because they run so much in that spot.
Absolutely.
So it's nice to keep it fresh. And it's a nice problem to have when you got the Crew Academy Player of the Year sitting on the bench.
Absolutely.
And I like this. You know, this is a BG team that we might not have seen in previous years. They're kind of just slowing things down, putting their foot on the ball, and having Northern Kentucky kind of sit back. You know? And of course, as I say that, we go
along.
Looks like numbers here for.
That was a nice flick on. It was a nice idea. I will say that BG does not seem physically outmatched, as Ebby absolutely wrecks a player with a clean tackle. Yeah, it was totally clean.
You saw the Northern Kentucky bench stood up. And
no, it was a clean tackle.
Good ball there.
Good idea.
Harvey Moyes.
Now Harvey Moyes, I've been told, right into Anthony's hands. Looks like kind of didn't connect cleanly with it. That could have been trouble. But Harvey Moyes is the nephew of David Moyes,
old Manchester
the
United
old Manchester United boss. Yeah. So interesting. If you're listening, Mr. Moyes, welcome to the web broadcast. We've heard that Jose Mourinho might not be long at Man U, and you may have an opening.
Yeah,
so
I think United fans would be excited to have him
keep
back.
the suits pressed. Keep the, yeah, we'll see.
That's Vinny Weiner winning possession. Good ball in. Cut
Great
out by Northern Kentucky. Good defense. Good ball there. Northern Kentucky looks to kind of get on the break. Let's see if BG can
Oshel tracking.
Back. Oh, good move
gets
there.
Turned a little bit. Falcons struggling.
Good ball. You saw what he's trying to do. He's trying to just put a hard cross on the ground there.
Yeah, and
looks like it took a deflection.
It did,
Kentucky, yeah.
Yep. And Northern Kentucky came with such speed that BG's defenders kind of got a little bit turned around.
Yeah, that was a really good move by number 11 right there, Connor Probert.
Yep.
Kind of spun a shield.
Spun him around a little bit. Yeah. Hey, welcome to the MAC.
Absolutely. Welcome to college soccer.
Yeah.
That was a good move.
Yep.
But BG, I think Ebby on that one kind of got back in good position.
Yeah.
Did enough to kind of just blow things up.
He
a little.
He really cleans things up for us. I know it's great to have him.
And look for Anthony to be really aggressive on this corner kick. Anything that hit his wheelhouse, he's going to try to go up and grab like that.
Yep.
They're calling a foul pretty much on every set piece, it seems, in the box.
They are.
The ref is calling it dead. And I guess, it might not be the right way to call it, but as long as it's consistent.
Consistent. Is that something that you looked for as a player, was consistency? You knew what you could expect?
If you're calling it this consistent, that's all you can ask for as a player.
Yep.
Anytime we're not talking about the ref, it's a good ref.
Yeah, we haven't looked so far.
Absolutely.
I feel like the offside calls have been good so far.
Winding down here, there's about 15 minutes left.
Yep.
So we're trying to just see how many more chances we can get before half.
Yep.
See if we can't tie this up, maybe take the lead before we're heading into halftime.
Mo takes a kick quickly.
Good check there by Zach Fisher.
Yep.
Plays it out wide to Ebby, to Khan.
Nice touch. Quick, beautiful pass down the sideline.
I like that. The ball was over here in front of us, and
yep, all of a
3
sudden
seconds later, it's
it
on
was.
Tate's boot on the far side.
And being able to switch the field is so important, and that's just that in practice, long passes, right, back and forth. That's where that practice,
absolutely,
being able to take a good touch off your chest or off your foot.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And especially against a team like Northern Kentucky, you can kind of see it sitting back a little. You know, they've got 8 behind the ball. You're going to have to be able to move it around pretty fast if you're going to try to break them.
Yeah.
Chris Brennan gets a well-deserved break.
Yeah, boy, the way he plays, he needs him too.
Absolutely. And it's kind of an interesting switch. So I believe they brought in number 18, Matt Walters.
Okay.
So he's going to kind of take Tate's spot as a right wing back.
And then
we're going to swing Peter, who's playing right wing back, out to left wing back, and then we're bringing Tate kind of as a central forward, taking over for Chris Brennan. So
I love that detail. See, that's what Joe Sullivan is going to bring you. I wouldn't have put that all together. You just see it naturally because you know.
A lot of moving pieces.
Yeah, a lot of moving pieces. That's great.
And it'll be fun to watch Tate up there.
Yeah.
This summer
absolutely.
He played for the Dayton Dutch Lions.
He did. Had a great.
Summer,
oh boy, that was a ball for Tate, for sure. He did. He scored a lot. I saw.
He's playing the center to forward role for them. So.
Yep.
Good ball there.
Good ball, and Ebby is kind of there just to block him off.
Just did enough to just
small things.
Get in front of him, and that's a goal scorer. You know, number 9. Alex Willis. You know, he can score goals.
And it's scary there. You really need to use your body carefully. If you bowl him over, especially like you said, how strong Ebby is, it could look like a penalty.
Absolutely.
So very intentional use of his body there to block him off and give us a goal kick.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of an unconventional low ball.
Flat, but yeah,
I like it.
Found a foot. Oh boy, and if that ball's through. Ebby again, kind of at the heart of it all the time.
Dancing around him
doing a little juggling,
Bell will just put his foot through it. It was a little too close for comfort there.
We got a souvenir for the youth programs that are playing outside Cochrane Stadium. Hopefully they give that back, or at least make good use of it. I think those balls are like a couple $100. So
yeah, they're not cheap. So we'd like to see them.
It back. Hopefully they don't throw a youth ball back over.
Yeah, there you go. It's not really a fair swap.
Yeah. Yeah, and there is some awesome youth soccer going on over in the intramural fields. I don't know exactly what that is. Maybe a tournament of some kind, but maybe we'll see some of those kids playing at Cochrane Stadium down the line.
Absolutely. A lot of them are in attendance tonight. I'm just doing a quick scan of the crowd. You see a lot of teams just sitting together.
Jerseys, and it's cool.
What a better way to learn soccer is to watch some really talented players play it.
And play the way that Coach Nichols has them playing too.
Good ball there by Peter Pugliese, controlled by Chris Sullivan. Finds Peter again, little give and go.
Oh, that could be a card.
Ref's going to stop the clock.
Yeah.
That yellow card goes to number 4, Harvey Moyes.
Harvey Moyes.
Just mentioned him.
Yeah, and I think before the game, David Moyes called him and said, "You give him heck."
Yeah.
Those Americans.
I agree.
No, but really, I think that was a tackle that at the end of the day he probably is going to feel like he needed to make. Kind of threw on goal there, and
Peter's just a little too quick for him right there. You saw that really fancy footwork on the other side.
Yeah.
Got right by him, and so Harvey said, absolutely not. I'm going to put my foot through you. And
could be kind of a professional yellow.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But good move by Peter. Let's see it. Let's hopefully they whip this in. Tate with the loft the ball. Mishit it. See right away, he puts his head down. It's un-Tate Robertson.
Yeah.
You know?
He might be hitting a couple of those in practice on Monday.
BGU's, it's another sub. They're taking Bo out and bringing in Tom Roble.
Said Tom's name a lot last season.
Really good, reliable defensive center back.
Absolutely. Give Mo a little breather. We know he's been up and down. We've seen Mo in the opposing team's penalty box.
Just another really good win there by O'Sheal.
Yep.
It's almost every goal kick you see it's him coming up and just winning it.
Zach Fisher sends the ball back to Anthony, who felt some pressure there. Not the best clearance, but had to get it away.
Absolutely.
Pretty quickly. He was feeling some pressure. Let's see what Tate can do with the ball here.
Good move. Just misses Chris Sullivan. But
Ebby comes in, clean tackle. someone might have gotten an errant cleat in the face. I don't think that was at all intentional. There's a little
push.
I think they were just both scrapping for the ball on the ground. There could have been an errant cleat. Hopefully not. Doesn't look like the officials in any hurry to call a foul or give a card. So
yeah, it looked like they called a foul there. But, I mean, that's what – I don't think it was a dirty play. That's just what we were talking about, Ebby. He just plays so aggressively.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to separate the two at times.
Yeah, sure.
As a ref, but I don't think that's yellow card worthy. And number 9, Alex Willis seems to be okay. He's walking out. Yeah. You never want to see a player get hurt.
No, and especially one who's really electric and you know, as much as we're BGSU homers here, we want to see a great game, and we certainly
it's good to see Alex get up and walk.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he would agree. That's a pretty clean play. It's just he probably got tangled a little bit in that tackle.
Yep.
I think the ruling is since a trainer came on the field, the ref might be pulling him off.
He's got to come off for a minute and then come back on. Yeah. They're doing some accounting. Or maybe like a double, I don't know. They're going to sub him off and then right back on maybe?
And I think, so he's just going to wait and then we'll have the ref wave him back on.
Yeah.
So right after this kick, the ref will wave Alex back on. Play short. Oh, good save.
Wow. Anthony had a great arm extension. We both started to sigh as we thought another goal was going in.
Yeah. That was a good set piece. That was straight off the training ground. You can see that was a set play.
Yep. Designed. BG on their back heels here a little bit. Let's see how they respond.
Good header there by
Ashiel. Yeah, in a great position. And not just a great hitter, but he put the ball in a place where only his teammate could get to it.
Absolutely.
Yep. Tate fighting for the ball, pressing high here. Not just a scorer, wants to be part of winning the ball back, and you know that's coming from coach directly.
Yeah. There's nobody that is too good on this team to defend.
Exactly.
So you'll see our center forwards come back a lot.
Yep.
We're going to try to slow it down here. Try to find some feet on this throw-in.
Yeah, maybe switch the field too.
There he is again. Peter just running, making people miss. Fun to watch. Ball finds its way back to Tom Roble. He gets his first touch of the 2018 season.
And Zach takes a great touch off his chest. Still on the ball. Still fighting for it. Keeps the ball. Wow.
And that's just really good work. And that's perfect. So now ball goes out near the goal line. We're going to set up.
Tate, Shield running up with the height. Yep.
Set up for a long throw.
And that all came off Zach's hustle. So you can trace that back to just grinders, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Small little effort, you probably won't notice it.
Right.
But if you run it back, you'll notice because of that, because of Zach's effort there, we have what should be an opportunity to score. Flick on. Ball finds its way to Matty Walters.
He might play for a corner here against two players. Let's see.
I like it.
Actually finds a route to send the ball back in front of goal. Vinny was thinking about taking the quick throw.
Finds a Shields head. Seems to be a common trend tonight.
Yep, I was looking for Ebby on the bicycle there. He's always ready to do it.
Good win there by Jensen, too. Keeps possession for BG.
Reset in the back. Zach will send a great ball right into Ebby's forehead. Like wow.
You saw what Ebby was trying to do there. He's just trying to redirect it to somebody who's running it.
Yep, making a run for him.
Absolutely. Tom Roble with the win there. And it looks like Chris Sullivan draws the foul in the middle of the field.
So about 6 minutes left in the first half here. It's been a great first half as a flock of geese fly across Cochrane Stadium.
Good control there by Maddie.
Absolutely. And then fights for it against a much larger defender.
Yeah.
That defender might have had 3 pounds and 30 pounds, 3 inches and 30 pounds on him. He's a big boy.
Ref's going to stop the clock and give Maddie a yellow card there. I like that out of the freshman. You know, he's
fighting for it.
He's showing, you know, he's not going to be pushed around.
No. Goes in the book. Goalie Jim Barkey will come up. Try to put the ball into a dangerous position for Northern Kentucky.
Good ball
Brennan
there.
wants the ball on the side and he gets it. Let's see what he can do with it.
Ball finds
I'm sorry, that was Peter.
Yep, Peter Puglisi.
Yep.
I wasn't going to correct you. I was just
Oh, you got it.
just going to let you.
You got to correct me. You got to correct me.
Finds Peter again in a much more dangerous position. He's just going to look to whip it in. Got some numbers in the box. Good touch. Oh, what a move there. Have a go.
Through on goal. Oh, he puts the ball in a great spot.
I like that, though. Jensen, that was a very good move. He puts his. You don't see that a lot. You know, you see a lot of times that ball kind of coming in. The person will try to bring it down. And somebody will run through him often. Jensen took the alternate approach, takes it, and just runs at him right away.
Runs right at him.
Good move. Just a little bit better delivery next time, and we're in business.
Yep.
So BG going to use their final sub.
Mondi comes in.
Yep. So they're going to pull.
Compatriot of Ebby. They came over together. Yep.
Funny story about them that I heard from my brother is when they came over last year, the first thing when they got off the flight they asked is, "Hey, can we go to Chipotle?"
Chipotle. There you go. All right. I should say we're not sponsored by Chipotle. If they want to give us Chipotle,
let's put
that's
a disclaimer in there.
Yeah.
We're open to it.
Yeah, we're open to it.
We're open to negotiations.
Yeah, hit us up on our
not
built Twitter yet.
We'll go from there.
Yeah. Wow, Tay Robertson looking like Lionel Messi with a little spin move. I don't know if that was on purpose, but it made him look.
I like it.
Made him look great. Yeah.
And good job by
and
Matt.
And now
Walters
Matt
there.
Absolutely gets mugged by 2 defenders.
In a very dangerous spot. So Tate's going to put his foot up. And expect his delivery to be a lot better than the last time he was in that spot.
Tate's not gonna hit it bad twice in a row.
Absolutely. So you'll notice on this, BG is going to have 2 people kind of start off in an offside position.
Yep. Come back on.
Exactly. As Northern Kentucky begins to drop, they'll kind of fall
What's
in.
the strategy there?
The strategy is that they're kind of unmarked in a sense. So when they get even, it's kind of hard to follow them.
Know where they're at.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're going to.
It's up for grabs.
You win.
And cleared. And now BG needs to be careful about the counter here. And
get numbers behind the ball.
I always worry a little bit about Ebby getting lobbed, or about Anthony getting lobbed, but he knows where he is in space.
Absolutely. And good
that was a fantastic block.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about a penalty there. There was some tugging on the shoulders, but
good play there by number 11, Connor Probert.
Yep. And to stay on his feet, he could have went to ground. He probably could have went to ground there.
Very honest play.
Yep.
It's not a penalty, but if he goes down, he kind of
he gives the ref a decision.
Opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Foul there. He's gonna another yellow card.
Yep. So Bowling Green with a lot of the attack at the end of the half, and then Northern Kentucky just pressing the issue there.
Yep.
At the very end, we'll see if BG has maybe an attack or 2 left in them.
Try to get 1 or 2 more chances.
Yep.
But ultimately, the goal is to keep it at. If you're not
don't force anything. Don't let them hit you on the counter. It's not the end of the game. It's the end of the half, right?
Yeah. 1-0 is a lot better than 2-0.
Yep.
So let's go into the half like that if we can't put 1 in.
That sounds very David Moisian. 1-0 is better than 2-0. It's like that simple,
Just a little logic.
Just simple logic.
1 + 1.
Yeah. I think we should see if Sam Allardyce has a nephew somewhere that we don't know about. Maybe he could play for BG. You know, we should be recruiting.
I agree. Dang.
Some quick leadership to come in and pull.
Yeah. You know, it's not a foul. I get why he's angry. You just want to see him control his emotion a little bit.
Yep.
You'll hear the people in the stands are yelling at the ref.
Yeah.
Kind of rightfully so. I don't think that was a foul at all, but that was definitely a yellow card for dissent.
Yeah. And that's a leadership thing, and I think that's where you're going to see Coach Nichols' leaders come over and talk to him and
pull him out.
Yeah, and they got him away quick.
They couldn't get there
fast enough.
A little quicker.
Yep. And Coach Nichols is not happy when he gets the arms crossed and you see his head turning towards the ref.
Yeah, and good punch there by Anthony.
Yep.
Good aggressive goalkeeping.
BG looked for a minute like we might be on the break. Tate's gonna send a souvenir up. Yep. Oh. Crowd having fun with it. Little home cooking on the delayed ball for the throw in. That's all right.
These are Bowling Green ball boys.
Yep, they are. They are. Questra with the throw-in. Looks like he's been taking their throw-ins down this side here.
And on the other side, this is where they kind of stung BG with the first goal, but on the other side. So
they did, yeah.
Much better job this time.
Fantastic.
The ball, cutting it out, not letting even that cross even get off for the opportunity to happen.
And I thought that ball stayed in. I had a pretty good view. I wouldn't be surprised if I had the best view in the stadium, and that looked like it stayed in, but official thought otherwise.
You'd like to see the VAR.
Yeah, like to see, yeah.
I guess BG might not have the budget for that.
No, we could have everyone record with their iPhones, and we can review as needed. Just you can text the clips to us.
Absolutely.
Well, that's the end of the first half. Northern Kentucky University is up 1-0. We will be back for the second half shortly. Thank you.
to kind of just be on the front foot this half, attack when we can, and try to really just drown them in pressure a little bit. And good win there by Zach Fisher.
And Joe, I'm so sorry I left you alone. I was talking with President Rogers
hey,
about soccer and about having him join us in the booth soon to talk about soccer. And I was watching the game, and I thought, boy, this is a good game. And then I thought, wait, I'm commentating this game. And so I ran back up here. But, you know,
it's definitely a two-man show. So
Joe Sullivan in the booth holding it down. I appreciate it. We are going to have President Rogers up here in the future to talk soccer, to talk BG athletics, so that'll be cool. And we got some wind blowing here. I can't quite tell which way. Looks like maybe to the north, which could be beneficial for the Falcons.
And BG just making one change at half. You'll notice Mo Mustafa not starting the second half.
Yep.
And Tom Roble kind of filling in nicely there for that position. Assuming Mo is more injury related. You know, he's been dealing with a lot of back issues.
Yeah.
And from kind of what my discussions with him is, it's basically the only thing that's going to make his back better is rest. And, you know, this season, it doesn't allow for that.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a battle that I guess the doctors have told him it can't really get any worse than where it's at.
Yeah.
So he's just going to have – and he's a warrior. He'll play through it.
Yeah.
He said, the doctor, kind of funny story, he said he has the back of a 40-year-old. But I'll tell you, when he goes out there, he really – you can't tell. You can't tell when he's playing.
I have the back of a 40-year-old, but I'm 40, so it works.
I like this out of Chris Brennan, you know, just pressure.
Yeah, and especially you get them to make a mistake. Exactly. They're going to have an easier distribution. They could have just dribbled up the right.
Exactly.
Make it a little harder for them.
Good D there.
Heavy.
Plays quick out to Tate, and this is where BG likes to have it. Tate running at people, makes them.
Oh, beautiful.
I like it.
Boy, and you can see Chris smiling. He knew they had something going there.
Yep. And I'm assuming the talk at halftime from Coach Eric Nichols was more around the fact that, you know, I think BG looked the better side last half. Definitely created more chances, but the chances just weren't of quality enough.
Right.
You know, we had a lot of just half chances. We're looking more to see
clear cut,
crosses,
crosses,
you know, one-on-ones with the goalie. That just wasn't there last half.
Yep.
So he's probably asking the guys at halftime to just fight.
Oh, and Tate Robertson takes a hard tackle. I don't think it'll be a card, but clear foul. A little cynical there. He pops back up though, and he'll be excited to hit this ball good.
A little gamesmanship out of him to kind of go down, hold the lane.
I think he got it pretty good.
I agree. I just know Tate. Watches a lot of Neymar.
Yeah, oh boy. Hopefully some of the scoring rubs off, not just the diving. We'll know he's watching Neymar if he does like a triple roll on the ground, you know. Not the worst ball in, but
it's a set play, I think. So they're having Ebby kind of run on the backside.
Make a route,
kind of a late run, and the goal is to kind of loft it back post to him, and then he's going to try to head it back across. Good D there by Northern Kentucky to cut that out, but
another BG
still goes out for a corner. And this is Northern Kentucky scouted this well. A lot of times from this other side. It's not Tate's strong side of the crossing, so what he'll do is play Charlie.
And then he'll ship it.
And Charlie will loft it in, but you'll notice Northern Kentucky.
Put a body.
Yeah, they must have had a good scout on that type of set piece. Brings it in. Goalie.
Oh, boy. That seemed like
that's
a
another
chance.
Corner, BG putting the pressure on you. Love to see it,
Oh, there's some pushing and shoving. Don't want to see that. Kudos to the official for getting in quickly.
He's going to stop the clock.
We might give just a talking to.
Yep. Well, number 4 has to be pretty careful on Northern Kentucky. He's on a card.
Yep. And Bowling Green has a couple players
exactly, but it doesn't look like they're getting called in by the ref, thankfully. It's going to be Tate Robertson on the corner here again.
Boy, he's getting some action on these set pieces, huh?
Let's put one in. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it. Big run up. Boy, what a good ball. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now
goal kick. Ebby sold it well. I believed it.
He had me convinced. Really great ball. We just got to highlight that again by Tate. Put it in a really dangerous spot.
Absolutely.
This is the ideal start for the second half.
It is. A lot of pressure.
Ball's been on that end
the
entire half. Here goes the shield up again.
They kind of both missed.
Ref's going to call him. Looked like he might have
over
had
the top.
Might have had a hand in
little
his back.
Booster.
Yeah. Maybe that's how he's getting up so high.
Yeah.
And look to see like this from Northern Kentucky for the next 45. They're going to try to slow this game down.
Wear us out. Maybe park the bus a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're on the road. You can't blame them for that. They're trying to grind down the win.
Absolutely.
We would do the same.
It's just a little early for them to kind of start these. It's a little early, so BG gets a goal. They might be regretting that they slowed it down so much.
Yep. That looked like
Chris Sullivan got clattered there a little bit. But
and pops up quick.
Throw,
Quick throw, and he pops up quick. Did you ever deliver any clattering tackles to younger brother as a kid?
We had a lot of. There's a lot of bloodshed in our basement where we.
Oh, bloodshed, boy!
But we had fun.
Yeah, all right, that's all that matters. You know, I like to think you made him tougher, and you did the program of service.
Fair enough. He hasn't. I'm excited to see if he can kind of just get on the ball a little bit more. That'd be like my one critique for him right now.
Yeah, and I know your folks are here, so welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Sullivan, watching their son in the game, and they're enjoying their son in the broadcast booth. So it's it's a Sullivan night here. Oh boy, that one just almost popped in. It's
good challenge there.
Up for grabs now.
And cleared out by Northern Kentucky, but like I said, that's good pressure.
Yep.
We're just hoping one of these actually falls to somebody and they can do something with it.
Yep. Looks like BG's going to switch the field here. And Ebby likes to run with the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to take someone one-on-one. Nutmegs, just a little aggressive.
Yep. Smart play by Zach Fisher, kind of just kick it out of the way, slow everything down.
And Ebby good to sprint away as not to draw the ire of the official. Or on a card, just got to be careful.
Sitting on a yellow, you got to be smart. I'm sure Coach Nichols brought that up at halftime.
Absolutely.
He's a little bit of a loose cannon at times, and that's what makes him so good.
Yeah.
But being on a yellow, he's got to
really reel it in.
Yep. But good ball there by him to find Chris Brennan, kind of the outlet play right there.
And can Brennan find Robertson making the run? Not quite.
It's going to be Zach.
Zach Fisher, great to win that ball back.
Cut it out, absolutely.
And the Falcons just want to find some kind of channel to counter on. They can't quite find it, but Tate is ready to go. Yeah. He's got his arms up saying,
that's what we were talking earlier.
Let's
that's
do
your
it.
Left wing back sitting higher than your forward right there. Oh, this looks.
And that's what Chris Brennan can do. Just skips past the defender, loses the ball, but instantly tries to win it again. Maybe a little aggressive physically.
I like that from Brennan. A little aggression,
absolutely.
Puts his head down.
I love it.
That's when he's at his best, when he's running.
Yeah, I always tell people about Chris Brennan. He's the kind of player you must just hate to play against. I mean,
you love to have him on your team.
You love him to have him on your team, but you just do not want to play against him. He is just relentless, and he's a bully, and you want that if he's,
But like you mentioned, not fun to play against in training.
Do you remember playing against him in training?
Absolutely. Yeah. He's the same size he is now as a freshman. He was.
Yeah. Yeah, he has that kind of Wayne Rooney, almost. And he's on the ball now, moving quick.
Oh, good move. He gets around
past him, looks for a pass, maybe. Oh, he tries to back heel it in, and it almost works. So couple good chances.
I like that from Chris Brennan. Makes a guy miss, runs right to goal. And that's what you want out of a goal scorer,
Yep.
That's, I'm going to say, go on a limb and say that's BG's best chance so far of the game.
Yep, and
really
then
good save
a little back here that almost went too. And right away, he's pressuring the goal. Yep.
Yeah, ref says no.
No
he went
foul.
down way too easy.
Yep. Little theatrical.
Maybe in England you get that call, but not in college soccer.
Oh, we might have a student up here. Yep. The fans are having fun. Happy to see them here. Happy for everybody to be joining us on the webcast, whether you're a Falcons supporter. Tate Robertson with a little spin. Yep.
That's what Tate brings, though. You know, it's so fun to watch. And those little, like, kind of just half-chance areas, he makes people mess. Does a really good job there to just draw a foul. And this is where we just need to see BG. Somebody's got to step up and be a hero on one of these set pieces.
Absolutely.
The service has been there.
It has, yep.
So,
he had a few errant balls, but then he's been dialing it in. He's looking for someone's forehead here.
Yep.
I can feel it.
There
Yeah, you found Debbie. Can they find some room to shoot? Oh, that was some composure to realize that it needed to be kind of a lob.
Yeah.
It was still a low percentage shot, but rather than put it on the ground and just instantly lose the ball.
And here we have our first sub of the second half. So here's Mo Mustafa taking out Tom Roble.
Coming back in.
Yep. And Mo's that big centerpiece.
Yeah, you almost would have liked to have him on when we had 3 corners down there.
Absolutely.
But with 33 minutes left, still plenty of time for the Falcons to find a goal. On the break here, let's see if
ref says no. That was
no
Vinny
foul.
Warner. I agree with that call. That was
just some
just
good tackle.
Let it play on.
Yep.
Let the boys play a little bit.
We saw that happen down this end. It's getting a little chippy, I will say, as the game goes on. Some solid tackles.
Ref's going to stop the clock. I'm not sure what he's going to talk to their coach. Yeah, the coach has been in the ref's ear all game. He might be telling them, you know, this is the last time I'm going to speak to me
saying,
like that anymore. I'm going to give you a card.
Yeah.
And I like that out of
Got
a ref.
to keep order.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got to be one of the first times I've ever seen an opposing coach get talked to as opposed to our coach.
I love that you said that. Coach Nichols certainly has strong feelings. It's because he believes in his players and he wants to stick up for them.
I agree.
I don't
That's
think
what you want as a player.
He's never anything but respectful, but it's fiery. And yeah, I think it inspires his players.
And I think that's just his personality as a coach, and I think you'll notice as a team they kind of follow after that. They have a little fire in them.
Yep. Doesn't really get after his players much. I think he's already said the words he's going to say either in the locker room or in the training ground. He trusts them in the game then to execute that.
Come game time, he's very positive with everybody.
Yep.
Only time he's ever going to get on somebody is if, you know, there's like a tactical change or something that he wants to make.
Yep. Yeah, you don't see him call those in very often from the sideline.
Right, exactly.
Maybe sends that out with a captain during a sub or Falcons defending a corner here. Be nice to have Mo there for that.
Absolutely. BG bringing everybody back to this corner, so not leaving any targets for it. Can't beat the first man. Good header out there by Ash. Nice little half chance there from Northern Kentucky.
Yeah, I think Anthony felt like he had that
covered.
Somewhat covered. It looked maybe a little scarier from here than it was.
Yep, I agree.
And that's just like you said, there's going to be that rotation
Charlie
in the
Jensen,
middle. Yep.
I mean, that spot runs so much. That
absolutely.
Having fresh legs out there.
Super helpful.
Very.
It certainly still feels like there's more goals in this game.
I agree.
It's starting to open up a little bit.
Teams are getting a little more chippy.
Yep.
And that's when you're going to start seeing things open up. Good possession play over there by Bowling Green. Just
Very
keep the
good.
ball, swing it around. Cut out there by Northern Kentucky. Appeals for handball there, but ref says play on. Debbie's got that one.
Great header to the foot of Tate Robertson, who has to do a little creative footwork.
Wins the throw for Bowling Green.
Wins the throw. Maybe with the ball, might cycle it through the back.
There's Bisher just doing what he does best, putting the ball on somebody's foot.
Yep.
Nice little triangle there by Bowling Green.
Chris instantly backs up to make himself available for an outlet if they need it. The crowd applauses as Tate catches a little. Oh. That was outside of the boot. Oh boy, great chance.
Appeals for handball.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
That was Peter Pugliese on the far side. He went up for that volley.
Yeah.
And it's funny because in the summer I saw a video of Peter on the semi-pro team that he played.
Yeah.
Or I guess not semi-pro, but kind of that college soccer league that he was in. Exact same play, and he buried a volley like that.
Yeah.
It was almost
just to be clear, folks, none of our players are pro. We abide by all NCAA rules regarding players. I know what you mean. Yeah, he had some fantastic goals this summer, all over Twitter. Turned into a beautiful, cool August night here at Cochrane Stadium.
Absolutely.
Only thing missing is a Falcons goal or two. But
I think everyone here would agree.
Still about half an hour left. And Brennan just goes in full strength, undersized, but comes out about even on that, I would say, on that collision. Nobody injured, which is good.
Good hold-up play there by Northern Kentucky.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't see the number, but good job to keep that. This is probably going to be an Anthony ball. Nope.
Oh, it might be now. Oh, gosh. Long shot. And, you know, that's part of the price you pay for Anthony playing that far out. You're going to sometimes have those long shots that get past you. You can't cut the angle.
Yeah, he kind of
He's not going to be happy with that.
He got caught in no man's land.
He's not going to be happy with that. Coach is not happy with that. Well, let's see how we can rebound here. There's some heads down. Let's see these seniors, let's see these leaders hype their teammates up, get back in this 28 minutes. It's plenty of time for 2 goals. And we may see the Falcons be a little more direct now.
Yeah, and that goal went to number 7, Alex Grieve. Really good composure out of him to kind of notice, the goalie's not. Alex. Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew, you know, goalie's not in the right spot.
Yep.
Just places it, passes it in the net.
Yep. Yeah, great awareness to realize that Anthony had been playing a little further out.
Very uncharacteristic of him to kind of give up a goal like that.
Oh, Tate with a beautiful little flick over, and I think the flag goes up. Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Really crucial the next 15 minutes to try to just get one.
Get one. Make it doable. Yep. You think we'll see a change in shape at all, or?
I would assume we'd probably bring in another forward to kind of sit next to Brennan, pull one of the center backs out, or
drag somebody on some of the runs, and
just start trying to get numbers forward a little bit more. The shape is great for 0-0,
right?
Or we're winning kind of shape, but kind of need to probably make an adjustment at some point. Start getting more numbers forward.
And this is where Coach Nichols is not dogmatic at all. If he needs to start going over the top, he will. There's no, you know, he's not gonna. He's a pragmatist. Whatever it takes to win this game, or at least you know, draw even, which I think would probably be the realistic goal at this point with 26 minutes left. Yeah,
I agree. I think Bowling Green's just looking to get that first goal, and then hope the floodgates open.
Northern Kentucky, though, has been a formidable opponent. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They've capitalized. Really, both their goals were from just great opportunities, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Not necessarily. It's more created by BGSU, maybe mistakes, for lack of a better word.
They've been exploitive, which good teams are going to do that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not always going to have beautiful, clear-cut chances.
Especially on the road in an environment like this. You'll take what you can get.
Zach tried to play a long through ball for Tate, maybe a little ambitious with the distance.
Yeah, just really well read there by number 10, Rickard Lindquist.
Maybe a little soft foul, maybe some frustration starting to boil over a little bit. Looked a little soft. I think the officials have been calling a great game though.
No, I agree. Absolutely.
Even-handed. You haven't really heard much about them. We haven't had to talk much about them, and like you said, that's always a good thing.
And this is exactly what Northern Kentucky wants.
Yep.
Slow the game down.
Slow the game down.
No, the clock is their friend right now.
Yep.
It's ticking. Ball stopped. They're pretty happy with it.
Yep. Surprisingly, we talked at the beginning of the game that their height might be a problem on set pieces. They have not looked terribly threatening on set pieces. I think we've looked much better on set pieces.
Yeah,
so
they're just kind of 50-50 aerial balls will come out on top.
Goes to show you, it's, you know, there's more to the aerial game than height, right? It's position, the way you use your body. I mean, Ebby is not the tallest of players, but boy, I don't think he's lost a duel in the air yet, and I don't think Chris Brennan has either.
I agree.
And yeah, just how you use your body.
Good win there by Tate.
Tate wins the ball. Trying to find Chris.
Good job.
Barely, yeah.
Good job out of Jim Barkey just to be off his line.
And know where his feet are, too.
Exactly.
Yep. Looks like we've got another sub, maybe 2 on the way. Or maybe just 1. Will kind of took that an interesting way. I thought he was going to return to Anthony, and then he kind of did a little half circle.
Yep.
But calm, composed on the ball,
calm, cool,
knows what he's doing. Yeah, and that's what you want from your defensive.
Center back,
yeah, exactly.
And I think we're just going to highlight number 15, Ike Swagger, just made his first appearance as a freshman in Division I soccer. So he got his first.
Big night for him. Let's see what he can do with it. Look forward to him having a successful career with the Falcons. Chris Brennan is on the ball. Oh, gosh, he is going to be frustrated by that.
I like that, though, out of Chris Sullivan. You know, he got fouled, put his hand right on the ball, instantly looked up, and Chris on the same page. Chris Sullivan, Chris Brennan.
Yep.
Just a fraction off size. It's tough to tell from my angle, but the ref put his flag up very quick, so he's decisive. And
I was looking at statistics earlier, and BG had significantly more offsides called than our opponents last year, and I think it shows a certain attacking aggression, right? Some people may criticize that, but I think if you look at a lot of the goals that we scored, especially with Chris Brennan through on goal, they were inches, and it's a gamble, right? So
I agree. There's 2 types of offsides. There's the lazy offsides.
Yeah.
You are not working to get behind the ball,
and
to get onside.
And there's the aggressive attack. We just saw that.
Make a very close call there.
Yep.
I would argue that Chris Brennan's
good at doing that.
Yeah, he's on the latter half of that.
Yep. You saw Pat Flynn in a lot of those situations too, and more often than not, they're on and they score. So it's a good gamble. Yeah. We've had Pat up in the booth last season. That was fun, and he'll be back for Alumni Weekend this year, I believe. So we might get him back here.
Pat and I are pretty much best friends.
That's awesome.
I've grown up with him. We've been on the same team since we were probably 6 years old.
That's great.
So it'll be exciting to get him back for Alumni Weekend.
Absolutely.
Whenever we can. He was actually texting me at halftime.
Oh, cool, man.
Saying, what is BG doing? We got to get some goals. I couldn't agree more.
Get him listening to the broadcast.
Let's get some goals.
Yeah, he's hungry. You can tell he still loves the game. Whenever he's around, he's always got that look on his face like he could lace the boots on and still hit him.
This will be one of those games you'd want to bring him in.
Oh yeah, no kidding. But hey, we got an extremely talented roster, and this team's going to have to find goals where they can get them. You know, we can't bring them back on. We got to work with what we have, and that
ball.
means
Tate's
amazing ball. Oh boy!
I like that. Great ball though.
Yeah, and
good work by Tate.
Honestly, well defended in the back.
We got to give Northern Kentucky some credit.
Oh, absolutely. They showed up to play.
Very sound defensively. Not many chances.
Well organized.
Yep.
And I believe this is Tate again on the corner.
They're not leaving somebody.
No. A little outswinger there. Good ball, boy.
Good goalkeeping.
And that almost came out of his hand, too. Very aggressive with the distribution. And Mo, wow. I don't think I've ever seen him run that fast. That was a dead sprint. And extremely well defended.
Slow the game down.
Forced them back. That was great.
It looked like they could have like a break there.
Yeah, it did.
Mo did a good job just tracking everybody back.
Some great defending.
Ref's going to call a foul there. Good job by Zach Fisher just to put his body in the right spot.
Yep.
Make the ref make the right call. And BG's got to get some numbers forward here.
Yeah, we do. 20 minutes left. Starting to feel more urgent to get that first goal. Oh, right in the water. And I think we got to give credit to the grounds crew, right? I mean, this field looks awesome for it having rained all day. I don't see any standing water on the field.
The game on the field 3 hours ago.
3 hours ago.
The field looks incredible.
Yeah, the field really does. And the lights look amazing. Just a beautiful, beautiful facility here. It's awesome to watch game. I don't think people realize how good we have it. You probably do because you've played a lot of other places.
And I'd just like to take a moment. You mentioned the lights and like how beautiful the stadium is.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, but all of that's pretty much paid for by an alumni named Gary Kovac.
Absolutely.
Who unfortunately passed away.
I'm so glad that you brought that up, Joe.
And you know, what a testament to him as a man and the character he had, and just how much he invested in this program.
Absolutely. I had the pleasure of meeting him, I believe, last alumni weekend. We are going to find ways to honor his memory this whole season up here. And we'll have people telling stories, and it's going to be great. But we do want to extend our condolences on behalf of I guess,
the Bowling Green Soccer
Bowling Green Soccer family and fans. And these lights he will be missing. These lights are awesome. And I'm so glad that you brought that up.
He has absolutely changed BG.
Absolutely.
Soccer.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Good job by Matt Walters. Really good hustle just to keep that in. He's got some burners out there.
He does. And this late in the game, too.
Yep.
Oh, Mo just puts a foot in at a great time because there was an attacker through and on. That was a goal-saving tackle. Brennan with some footwork. Oh, I think he nutmegged him. He's just
Peter Pugliese. One more. That was a good move by Peter. Just
it was. And you'll have to forgive me. Peter to me in my 40-year-old eyes looks
a little like Chris.
Like Chris sometimes. That's why I call it like that. So you're great for correcting me.
Oh, good. That's what I'm here for.
And it's in this dusk mid, you know, where it's it can be a little hard to see the numbers and faces.
Right.
That's my excuse.
And so you'll see at the half line we have Chris Brennan and it looks like Vinny Warner. They're about to check in.
Yep.
That's definitely an attacking move.
Yep,
so
attack.
I'll be interested to see who they pull off.
Yeah.
I'm assuming a couple defenders.
Yep.
This is that time of the game, you know, you're down 2 goals, 17 minutes left.
What do you have to lose? Go for it.
Yeah, a 3-0 loss is the same as a 2-0 loss.
Absolutely.
So you gotta push some numbers for it.
Yep.
A loss is a loss.
Zach just underhits that pass a little bit.
Yeah.
BG lucky to get the rebound. Great pass to switch out. I thought it was a great pass to switch the field. I think there was maybe a little
indecision there.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure
whether
he was going to win that.
Yep.
Here's Northern Kentucky kind of slowing things down.
Yeah, they're going to want to slow down the game, I think.
appeals for a penalty. Ref says no.
Like he made slightly a meal of that.
There's Mr. Reliable Ebby.
Can the Falcons counter here? Let's get a run going.
Good job by Peter, just kind of hold a play.
Yep.
Chris
Needs to find an out.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh.
Yeah, we'll take that one, ref. Thank you.
I think that was, yeah, that was just wrong place, wrong time, but we'll take it. And can we find a goal here? Can we do something with this?
We're going to bring the big
Will
bodies
not be
up.
surprised to bring, yeah, a lot of bodies up here. Like you said, 3-0 is the same as 2-0. So let's get this goal here, and then we got 15 minutes to get another one.
I agree.
Or 2, heck,
Yeah.
let's be ambitious. Oh boy, that's a great clearance. That was headed towards some numbers too.
Good job by Tate just to stick with the play.
Yep.
He's going to find Ash short. He's looking to cut it back probably.
Oh boy.
Ref flagged it. I think
Yeah.
he's calling it.
Out.
It must have gone out of there.
Just barely. Some good ideas though. Ash will not happy with that call.
Absolutely. I like it. That's your center back staying high, and
Yep.
it's that time of the game where you don't have a choice at this point.
Yep.
So here's that sub that we mentioned. It looks like Chris is going to take off Peter Pugliese. And maybe we have to have somebody else come off.
Yeah, and Chris is giving instructions where he wants people.
Okay.
So Amandi
Kind of they're pushing up.
on.
Oh, good ball there. Northern Kentucky.
Flag goes up.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like what they're going to do is they pulled off one of the center backs, and they're going to move Amandi kind of like to a central, more central mid role. Kind of taking one of your best ball winners, pushing them up the field. They look to see Bowling
create
Green
some havoc,
start lobbing some
sending
balls
them.
in. Yep.
There you go. On cue. Definitely getting a little chippier here.
Like we mentioned, you're pulling a center back that's leaving you more vulnerable.
Yep.
So Northern Kentucky's going to try to sit back and then
Yeah.
counterattack. when they
BG
get
kind
the
of
chance.
frantic in the attack here. Great touch off the chest by Tate. Tate sends a
Good ball.
great ball in. Oh boy, it felt like there was a goal there. Gosh.
Appeals for hand. The ref looks like he's going to give a call. Yep, he does. So BG, listen, we need this. This is a really good spot for a free kick.
Yep. And Tate has been sniffing at the door.
They gave Tate the...
Now this is, it's so close that it's hard to get it up and... Yeah, this is interesting. I almost think there should be a rule where you're allowed to move it back a little bit if you want. Because I think you get penalized for being that close.
It's tough
with
to bring
the height
over
to
the
get it
wall
up and
drop it
down. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you need that. It's got to just knuckleball dip.
This is one of those weird ones, too, where you don't necessarily have to go over the wall. You can kind of just try to catch the goalie cheating.
Sure.
And put one low on the far post.
Sure.
I'm assuming Tate's going to take this one. And he does.
Wow.
He just goes full power there. Yeah. Good wall.
It's just so hard to get it up and down. And you got to give credit to Northern Kentucky's defense here. They've played extremely well.
They have.
Well organized. And Anthony might be caught out a little bit here. Nope, finds his
Good job by Zach
quickly.
Fisher just to slow things down.
Buy Anthony a little time to get back.
Absolutely. So now just if you look, you have 6 BG Falcons kind of just pressing their back line. So like we mentioned, this is that moment in the game where it's just nothing to lose. Start throwing numbers forward.
Yep.
Start trying to find Ebby's head to flick it on like this.
Yep.
Ref gonna flag that.
Getting a little chippy.
Yeah. That one comes back to bite Northern Kentucky a little bit, a little theatrical and kind of just laying down, and the ref's going to stop the clock, so it helps BG.
Buys us a few extra seconds.
Good save there. Falls to Northern Kentucky player. Great save.
Oh, gosh.
Falls again. Good job. Wow. What a play by Mo Mustafa.
That was amazing. Saved a goal.
Talk about a save.
Yep.
Talk about putting your body on the line. Mo Mustafa, last resort. That ball was definitely past Anthony.
Yep.
It was going to tuck in the far corner. What a play. BG lives to fight another day, you know. That one goes in, you're probably wrapping this game up.
Yeah. And Anthony's had a frustrating day. I think he'll be frustrated with the 2 goals, but if you've seen anything from him, it's that he comes back next game even stronger.
Yeah, his demeanor.
He's a confidence player. He knows he's good.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He'll learn from it, but he's not going to let it change.
He won't make the same mistake twice.
He won't. Yep.
Crowd excited to see Mo Mustafa get involved.
And just a little ambitious.
A little too much there by Chris Sullivan. He's frustrated, you can tell.
Yeah.
Good win there by Abby again.
See if we can make something of it.
Yeah.
Here we go. And again, like you said, BG really throwing numbers forward.
Short throw. Look to get one in the box. Try to find Chris Brennan's head.
Oh, boy. And, you know, I got to say there's some luck in soccer, and it feels like BG's gotten a little unlucky with the way the ball's fallen. Now there's an injury. Northern Kentucky defender looks like he's down.
That's a nice thing about college soccer is you notice like this summer in the World Cup, when there's a lot of fouls, late game, they'll kind of just lay down and whatnot. In college soccer, the ref stops the clock. There's no question of time wasting. It doesn't really affect it.
You could say, if anything, maybe they do it to get like a little fresher legs or talk to each other or get a couple breaths, but you're right, they're not wasting time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think if you ask Belgium versus France, Belgium really I wish that you could have stopped the clock.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Belgium's got the talent to win the next 3 World Cups.
I like BG's demeanor here on this one. You know, they're set, they're ready to play.
Yep.
Second they get off the field here. Looks like he's able to walk it off, which is good. The trainer came out. Second they get off the field, they're going to try to throw numbers forward.
Yeah,
keep going. I like that.
Evie's pushed up really far here.
BG Falcons are going to bring in Charlie Macheski here.
Yep, and Northern Kentucky's made a number of substitutions, I believe 2 or 3.
And that looks like number 19, Stian Jorgensen, defender from Cedar Springs, or no, Oslo, Norway.
I was going to say Jorgensen sounds like a Nordic name.
So it's good to see him be able to walk off with the trainer.
Yep. Eddie with a big header backwards, didn't quite have the direction that it needed. Anthony with a fantastic bit of distribution there, right to the middle of the pitch.
Good footwork there by number 10. He's going to look to try to slide through ball, but good defending there by Bowling.
Yep.
It's over his head, misread that one, number 5.
And you can tell Chris's legs are starting to go a little bit. He's just running so much.
He's just searching for that one chance, that one ball that's going to fall them, and then he's going to bury it.
Yep. Can hear some of our young lady fans here chanting Let's go BG. So there's some hope at the end here for a goal and then maybe another. See what we got.
BG probing once again. I mean, I don't think we can say it enough. Props to Northern Kentucky for just how defensively sound they've been tonight.
Really well organized. Haven't let a lot through. They've defended for the number of set pieces we've had, opportunities. They've handled them pretty well. Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of credit to the coaching staff. I know that their head coach came from Buffalo, so an old MAC rival before their program got slashed. But same style, and he's brought that to Northern Kentucky.
Absolutely. You can hear the fans getting really hyped now, hoping for a goal. I want to know where this guy was all game.
Yeah.
There you go. It spreads through the stadium.
Trying to just will the players forward.
Yeah. Now, when you were playing, could you pick up on that in the crowd, or were you so dialed in that you didn't matter?
You can hear that.
That's cool.
Yeah. And that's the best part about playing here at Cochrane Stadium. You know, we get a lot of fans to games.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. Like, everyone in this community is so interconnected that everybody knows everybody. And you kind of just, you don't want to let the fans down. You know, they bring so much energy and they go to all the games. It's just, it's just fun to play in front of them. And we're down 2-0 and they're starting to
still chanting.
Let's
That's
go
great.
BG chant. With 7 minutes left. You know, you gotta love it.
Yeah. BG with the tricky situation to defend here.
Yep. Well dealt with there.
Yeah. I believe that was Ashon tracking a runner.
And it looks like number 19, Stian Jorgensen, is back in the game, so it's good to see that the injury wasn't too serious. He's able to check back in.
BG again in another tricky spot. Oh, great ball.
Good track back there.
Great tracking.
Vinny Warner.
Absolutely, probably saved a goal there.
Sophomore out of Copley, Ohio.
And you said they call him Barry.
Yeah.
We might have to call him Barry. We'll see. We'll see what the.
We might have to talk to his parents here.
Yeah, we'll see what
they might not be too thrilled by
No, that's true. As they follow in. Vinny's a great name. Let's call him Vinny.
Yeah. I like both.
Yeah. Mo with some very clinical tracking there.
Good D.
Good D. Yep.
And this is Northern Kentucky doing a great job of just killing the game.
Hey, but you know what? We've seen a lot of counter goals off of these corners. Let's see. But I believe that was a corner.
Yeah, they are. They're just subbing.
Yep. You know that they will leave a couple defenders back here. They're not gonna.
Yeah, they're not pushing numbers forward. You'll notice they got 1, 2, 3, 5.
Yeah, they're very wary of a counter here.
Yep. Ref stops the clock for how slow they were going. So they're just going to take it to the corner and try to waste as much time as possible.
I think we got to give props to our time clock crew over here. They're putting in a shift.
Northern Kentucky's making them work. Good turn there by Chris Brennan, just holding off his man. Numbers here for Northern Kentucky.
Mo again with some good defending. Oh boy.
What a hit.
Very difficult ball, just hit very hard. Let's see who that was.
Looks like number 11.
Number 11.
Connor Probert.
Connor Probert. Said his name a few times, has had a good night.
He has.
And like you said, 3-0 is the same as 2-0. I think some of that was just the structure we had then, trying to send people forward.
Absolutely, and it's the first game of the year. You know, you can't hang your head this early. We got a lot of young kids that have got some minutes tonight.
Yep.
And Northern Kentucky showing a little more experience on opening night.
Is there anybody that really shined from you on the Falcons side tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to highlight Ebby, number 3. He's been all over the pitch tonight.
Yeah, it's been.
And talk about somebody that we mentioned keeping their a calm head in the second half, being on a yellow. He's done that really well.
Yep.
He's balanced his aggressiveness and his style of play.
Yep.
But been smart about it. He's won almost every header.
He has. I you know, it's surprising because we're losing 3-0, but I don't really fault center back play in this game. I thought Mo has looked pretty good. I thought Asheville has looked pretty good.
Yeah, if you break down the goals, you know, the first goal kind of a set piece, quick throw, not necessarily, can't pin that on defense. The second goal just a little unlucky with our positioning. Oh,
wow, that was a fantastic looping header.
That's a Falcon goal.
Yeah. From Ebby.
Yep, the man on the spot, making me look good. Thank you, Ebby.
He is, So, boy, now you really wish we wouldn't have just given that third up, but hey, that's how it goes.
Still time.
There is,
You just got to get the second one really quick here.
And you know what? 3-1 looks a lot better than 3-0, right?
I agree.
From an optics standpoint.
Really good header. I don't think we can we didn't do that justice.
No, we didn't. It was a looping header. At some point, it was about 3.5 feet above the bar and just fell in perfectly.
Nestled in that side netting. Really good job.
So the Falcons opened the scoring for the 2018 season. Ebby with a header. It may be a little bit too little too late, but it's great to see the Falcons on the board, and let's build on that. Throw in taken quickly, trying to capitalize maybe on some of this energy.
And that's a good job by Ebby, just putting his body right in the right spot.
Yeah, boy, I almost would have liked to have seen advantage played there because it looked like
Chris
we could do something with it. That's something they have to decide very quickly. Yeah, boy, it's almost like Northern Kentucky's happy to give us these fouls on the edge of the box because we haven't had a lot of joy from them.
Ebby grabbing his face. It looks like he might have grabbed it, like an accidental elbow there.
Yeah.
That's a bit
back up.
Anytime you see him on the ground, you know something serious.
Yeah, he's pretty tough.
So he'll have to come out with the NCAA rules. The ref will wave him back in if he's ready to come
So
out.
could you walk us through that rule? I'm sure it's new to a lot of viewers.
Yeah, so if the trainer comes on the field, I'm pretty certain that they have to come off until the play resumes, and then the ref will wave them back
and that's something we can get clarification on and for next game for sure.
Yeah, I don't necessarily remember that being a rule.
Right.
But this is a really good spot for BG.
It is. The distance here is a little more forgiving. If you get the second, who knows? 3 goals in 5 minutes would be a wild finish to this game.
Let's see what they can do here. Chris Brennan going to run over it. Take it and pop it up.
Oh, boy.
Got to be a corner though, right, ref? Yeah, good call.
And, boy, they need to take it quick. 3 minutes.
Yep, we notice Tate just sprints across
over.
the field. And they
rush Ebby back on because they get out there. Yep.
And that's the man you want in the box to win a header.
Now, part of me wonders if Anthony might come streaming out of nowhere. He likes to get in there. Goal. Bowling Green. Another goal.
Stop the clock. Stop the clock. Let's go.
They say it's 2-3. This is wild. And you really wonder, now it starts to feel like there could be a third goal, too. This is wild, folks.
What another header by Ebby.
This is soccer.
And I love Vinny right there, number 2. He grabs the ball at the net.
Runs back, no celebration.
Puts it right on the
says, let's go get a third one.
Let's go get a third. Let's go.
This is where you wish you were part of the fans so you could scream a little bit. If we did that, I think the microphones would feed back. But, boy.
You could see that was going to be a goal from a mile away.
Absolutely.
What a ball by Tate. And Northern Kentucky felt a lot more comfortable 3 minutes ago.
And at that whistle, the 3 Bowling Green players sprinted off the line to press high. They want the ball back right away. So Tate finally sees his service come to fruition.
Absolutely.
Deserve it after some really good and now Northern Kentucky will take that ball right to the flag and try to run the game out.
It's a goal kick for BG. They're going to throw numbers for it. As I mentioned, Northern Kentucky.
And this is where Anthony could dribble the ball out. Excuse me, that was a goal kick.
All right.
Bowling Green is pressing the issue.
The whole bench is standing up.
They're hyped. They're hyped.
Talk about how much of a fun sport soccer is. 2 minutes ago, everyone was
bummed out.
And now we got the fans in it. The vuvuzelas are blaring.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
Yeah, the vuvuzelas is a new thing this season. I don't know if I'm excited or a little scared that they're here, but they're here.
And here comes Anthony,
like I said.
The loose cannon. You love to see this one. He lives for this
boy.
moment.
Oh, boy, what if he scored?
So Anthony not worried about it.
No, just going to stay up.
Forward.
Yep. And now he'll have to get back. He's going to trust Zach Buscher back there to clean up for him. Sprints back and just hopes he doesn't get lobbed here.
Good job.
There you go.
Just to keep the ball in play.
Yep.
He's offsides, ref.
Yep.
So good job by the ref to
BG's
stop the
down.
clock.
Yep, BG's down to 1:30. Love seeing that from Anthony. Sprints forward. I knew it was coming soon.
And Anthony's people don't know that about him, but he is one of the fastest kids on the team, if
Absolutely.
not the fastest.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Yep. Where were you at speed-wise on the team?
Well, so our fitness test is a mile.
Yeah.
Under 5:15 to
All
make
right.
the team.
All right.
I ran mine in 4:43.
There you go.
My senior year, Anthony beat me, so
Okay.
that's how I know he's fast.
All right. But you were second fastest.
That year, yes.
All right. All right. Not bad.
But clock winding down here. 1:16. BG's just got to get numbers forward.
Yep. You don't want to give it away cheaply.
Right.
But you're right, there needs to be some urgency. You wonder if we could switch the field through the middle a little bit here. Really.
Real sense of urgency, obviously, from
Yep.
BG. And look, another corner.
And now Anthony May. Oh my goodness.
2 balls on the field. Chaos.
It's
Chaos
it's
in
ping
Cochrane
pong.
Field right now.
And Anthony comes bombing back up, folks. This is why we love this sport. It is
cannot make
crazy
this
at Cochrane Stadium with 37 seconds
Anthony
left.
challenging.
Another ball in.
Good job.
And now BG really needs to be careful here.
This is a tough one. No goal. He's going to go for the shot. It's wide. It's wide.
It's wide, and now we can
20
quickly
seconds,
hit
20
one.
seconds.
This is great.
We had such a good
This is
angle on
great.
that.
The funny thing is he could have dribbled to the corner and won the game, and instead
As a
he
coach,
went for goal.
Yep.
You know, as a coach, you wish you would have
just slowed it down.
Yeah.
Looks like there's not going to be enough time unless BG can really.
So the Falcons lose their home opener to Northern Kentucky, but boy, folks, you got your money's worth at home. 5 goals. Some frustrating goals for BG, I think, and not indicative necessarily of the quality we're going to see all year, obviously. I think Anthony would like to have a couple of those back.
I couldn't agree more.
But
like that's, if we're going to lose games in the year, we'd rather lose them in August as opposed to October,
absolutely.
November timeframe. So
absolutely.
One thing I just want to highlight is good fight by Bowling Green there. 6 minutes
not
left, down 3-0.
To not give up.
It's easy to put your head down and just say, all right, tonight wasn't our night. But they battled back, got it to 3-2, made things interesting, and made Northern Kentucky really earn the win and pull it out.
And next we play Penn State on Tuesday at Penn State, and then we're back here Friday the 31st playing Wright State. We'll be in the booth, excited for a big Falcons win. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're sorry we couldn't pull the win out. Joe, it's been fantastic. First broadcast. I don't think it could have went any better other than a Falcons win. And I'll see you here again soon.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, man.